Out of all of the programs that you use, what do you like the most for simplicity or, for the actual closing of the transaction? Is there a product that you enjoy using the most for your clients, whether it's what they're able to accomplish or just I know that this is going to go through without a hitch?
So, I mean, and you can answer this two different ways. You can always say, like, hey, conventionals might be my favorite product. It's the easiest one. It's the most streamlined product. But personally, my favorite loan to write is the VA.
Yeah?
Not myself, but I come from a huge military family. My father, uncles, aunts, everyone was in the military. And I like our VA product because we are a veteranly owned company. We do 0% down, and there's no closing costs paid to premium mortgage personally. So we waive all of our internal fees. And I think that's huge because that gives our clients an opportunity not only to put their best foot forward in an offer, but have the ability to save some money out of pocket. And I think it's the least that we can do for what our veterans sacrifice for us.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
That one to me is the most rewarding loan to write.
That's really cool,
because they deserve it more than anybody.
Yeah.
They put their lives on the line. They sacrifice for our freedom. And I don't know. I smile every time I get one. I always ask to hear their story and where they're coming from. It's just so important to me. And I will honestly say it's the most rewarding, most exciting, and my favorite loan to write.
That's awesome.
Really
that's awesome. I'm really glad that I asked that because that's a really good response right there.
Thanks.
I've only worked with one VA loan so far, but I felt the reward in it. And when we got the deal done, I mean, they were so grateful, and the fact that they were able to do it with very little out-of-pocket costs was the biggest thing because there's a lot of vets that come home and don't have it easy. And there's a lot of vets that come home and fight to be able to provide a proper life that they want to. And so to have something that helps them do that and accomplish that American dream, but also gives them that, it's not that we can ever repay them, you know what I mean? Because we can't, but anything to do to help out in that community is huge. And we, Empire's actually putting a lot of effort into trying to set up some fundraising events for the VAs and stuff like that. So I've got a buddy who works at a couple of the VAs, and I definitely will reach out to you when we're setting these things up.
Yeah, love to.
It sounds like you've got a passion for it, and coming from
100%.
a family like that, I've got some military people in my family too, and you just can't help but respect it, And when you meet an old timer, with a Nam hat or an Army hat, if you whether you know the person or not, say thank you. Say thank you for your service, and watch that person light up.
I'm so happy that you said that because I do the same thing. I make a point. If I see someone, they could be across the room, maybe across the bar, across the grocery store. I make a point. If I see that hat on somebody, I go up and I just say thank you for your service because you know what, it can't be repaid in any way, but at least you can do say thank you.
And it's recognized. I mean, we take advantage. We take for granted the sacrifices that you made every day, and this is coming from somebody who tries not to take for granted anything, But we live in a world that was provided to us by the blood, sweat, and lives of these men and females, and it's the littlest things like saying thank you to somebody, holding the door open for them. I mean, these things go away, but if you want to see in-time happiness, say thank you to a vet.
That's
and
true.
You'll see it
Smile.
right there on the spot.
Smile every single time.
Yeah, and they walk a little taller,
Yeah.
and it's a really, really cool thing. So that's pretty neat that you do that too. I try to say thank you to everybody that I see.
It's so important. It really is, and I think it's the least you can do.
Yeah.
The absolute least.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.